Ready to become immortalized?
Can't wait to live it up.
This pixelated theme.
Thanks to the generosity of Mr. Bourgeois, we're able to have our work experience field trip today at the Grand Paris Luxury Hotel. Each of you will get hands-on experience with one of the many jobs here at the hotel.
Why are you explaining that now? Feels like something you should have said to the whole class before the work started. Hold on, where's Nathaniel?
Excuse me, but this is a luxury hotel, not a zoo.
Daddy! That's Jagged Stone.
Mr. Bourgeois already knows who Jagged is. And no, I'm not talking about Guitar Villain and the Out of Order episodes. I'm talking about when Jagged signed autographs in the hotel for Chloe's class representative campaign all the way back in Darkblade.
Crocodiles don't like bubble baths. It dries their scales out.
Sin on Jagged for being a bad pet owner. Dropping Fang's leash is not something he could have done on accident or without noticing.
Remember me, Mr. Stone? Vincent Arthur!
I know, you've been in my last 36 shows, but we are not friends.
Poor Jagged. Being harassed and stalked by a parasocial fan is no fun. And screw this episode for bringing up this terrible, real-life scenario without paying it off with any sort of lesson or moral. The one time the show doesn't try to shove some sort of moral conclusion down our throats, and it's the one time the message might have actually mattered. This is extremely unnatural.
Perfect fodder for my evil little akumas.
Oh, come on, Hawkmoth. I thought we were past this. That moment when you're so angry you turn into a Minecraft villager.
Gopher. What's that?
I'm guessing it's about as bad as trash duty.
Definitely not. As Bourgeois explains,
A gopher is an employee who goes for anything a customer needs. Anything at all.
not the best of jobs, but still significantly better than trash duty. Which is odd, since Chloe should hate Marinette way more than Alia.
Mr. Stone is going to need a new pair of shades for tonight's gig. Red, white, and blue with 2 large Eiffel Towers on them. Can you get that for him?
These should do the trick.
These don't have any red, white, or blue on them. Marinette, you should really try harder, seeing as Jagged is...
My favorite star!
This haphazardness is extremely out of character for her.
Do it right the first time. No! Meow.
Ha, funny. But you do realize her identity is supposed to remain a secret for at least 4 more seasons, right? Funny gags should never come at the expense of the plot.
Where are the Eiffel Towers?
Jagged, I know it's not at all what you wanted, but you can clearly see the Eiffel Towers. Why not bring up the fact that it has literally none of the colors you wanted instead?
What are you doing? Trying to ruin my career?
Stupid glasses, or lack thereof, are not going to ruin your wildly successful career, Jagged.
But Mr. Stone, the glasses you want don't exist.
Do I look like I care?
This is not something you should be asking the hotel staff, let alone a teenaged unpaid intern. This is something your manager should have commissioned in advance. Pixelator was akumatized as soon as he left the hotel. Jagged has had enough time to settle in his room and have Marinette run to the Eiffel Tower and back, so where has Pixelator been all this time? Exchanging dad jokes with Hawkmoth?
Wait, he couldn't be. He has no sense of humor.
Excuse me, sir, can I help you?
Once again, you should run away from the obvious supervillain. Why was this hat left behind? Why not both hats? Why not all their clothes? Funny gags should never come at the expense of the plot.
Look out, Chloe!
Adrian, seriously? Who cares if Chloe gets got? Your safety is far more important than something the Miraculous Ladybug will easily fix anyway. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something is telling me that Tiki should not have been hit by these lenses.
Jagged Stone?
What?
Why does Pixelator ask this? Alec is clearly not Jagged Stone.
Now who likes having his belly scratched?
I thought you said crocodiles can't take bubble baths.
Time to transform.
There are cameras in these elevators, Marinette. Then again, that sort of thing has never stopped you before. Marinette's bag disappears when she transforms. Now I'm just wondering how many times this has happened without me noticing.
I want to immortalize you, Jagged. You will belong to me for eternity.
Ew. I know he's a villain, but this is just too creepy and too real.
Now, look into the lens.
The one time it matters, Pixelator takes forever to just take the photo. Pixelator's picture sound effect suddenly stops before starting up again. Technically speaking, her arm should just disappear, but then I guess the name Pixelator wouldn't make much sense. Also, that picture showed a lot more than just her forearm down.
I don't have time to deal with this ladybug.
Yes, you do. Plenty of time.
Oh hey, look, it's that thing Hawkmoth can do, but only when it's convenient. You have all the time in the world, Pixelator. Besides, Ladybug isn't just gonna let you go around capturing people. You will fight her if you want to keep your powers. End of story.
You'll even get to wear some awesome shades.
How has she not been exposed as Marinette already? Do I really have to keep repeating myself? Funny gags should never come at the expense of the plot. Ladybug, just put it on the table and type with your other hand.
Vincent Asa.
Jagged didn't tell you his name, so how do you know it? I know she heard it as Marinette, but once again, her knowing that information would expose her identity.
Got his address.
Oh, so the Miraculouses are the ultimate spyware now? Sure, you could probably find this online, but it's a little bit harder than that. Not by much, but a little.
You're not going to leave me here, are you? I mean, isn't school awesome?
Haha, but she already said she was. Flag has a weird dark spot on his eyeball.
Amateur.
This guy was clearly taking the picture in portrait mode, and yet here it's in landscape mode.
What?
It sure is convenient that this photo wall appeared in Vincent's house instead of anywhere else, like, for example, Hawkmoth's lair. Or maybe not, actually, since the scene has pretty much zero effect on the plot. That window wasn't there before. Did it appear because it sensed a person, or is this just more plot-convenient drivel?
It's terrible. This man, he took a photo of us and we ended up trapped in here.
Theo, stop trying to be dramatic and just spit it out. Hey, isn't this girl a high school student? Wow, Theo, you're not even trying to beat the accusations, are you?
Well, we were just innocently strolling the Champs-Élysées.
Anyone who describes themselves as innocently doing something is definitely not innocent.
I sure hope Cat Noir's there already.
I sure hope my dramatic pause to narrate my thoughts aloud impresses on Adrian how much of an idiot he is.
Here for an interview with the reporter who spreads the villain's voice?
I see where Alia learned her self-destructive journalistic tendencies from. Speaking of which, where is Alia? Shouldn't she have shown up by now to ruin everything and almost get herself killed?
I will continue my photo shoot until Jagged Stone turns up here in the flesh.
I gotta do what Pixelator says. Jagged Stone can't turn down a television appearance. Just imagine what it would do for my career.
You can't have a career if you're dead, Jagged. Which is, as far as he knows, exactly what would happen.
Look into the lens.
How about, instead of pausing to say your line, you just shoot her? Pixelator fires several times, but the sound effect only plays once. I really appreciate how Ladybug is messing up without the use of her dominant hand. Notably, Adrian and Chloe's photo was among the few that didn't pixelate, and yet they are set free.
If you want my opinion, I think someone's been akumatized.
Why, thank you, Captain Obvious, defender of duh.
Pixelator, I know your Akuma's inside your glasses.
Stop wasting time.
Don't grab it, cataclysm it.
Yeah, go Cat Noir!
And you, random citizen, I hope you die. Pixelator did not throw him in a direction that would land him here.
I want them miraculous!
Miraculous is Hawkmoth. Adrian, you are so worthless, I swear. Pixelator is firing, but no pixel shots are shown. Why did she trip? Our superheroine, everybody. Ladybug's arm and leg aren't pixelated here. It's probably pretty low to send recycled animation, but that is my job, so... Ladybug trying to catch the compact with her right hand, only for it to fall through, is so brilliant and subtle that I almost missed it. Yeah, sure, there's an animation error where her arm partially disappears, but it's the thought that counts.
There, I think I'm ready now.
More moving. Look into the lens.
Pixelator didn't care earlier that Jagged wasn't posing, so why does he care now? If everyone was released, Ladybug's arm and leg should have been restored too. Speaking of which, does that mean there was just a random severed arm and leg in the white void flopping around? On second thought, that's probably why they didn't make her arm and leg disappear, but that doesn't erase how illogical it is. What? I guess the glasses didn't go in the picture because that would have created a paradox of sorts, but how this works is still extremely confusing, and I hate being confused. Shouldn't the cracks be visible out here too?
Miraculous Ladybug!
So the Miraculous Ladybug fixed Ladybug's arm and leg, which should have already been fixed, but left Pixelator in the picture dimension? If they wanted to make it consistent, they would have had both things happen when she broke the akumatized object, since that would have destroyed Hawkmoth's magic. Mixing and matching like this just makes everything so much more nonsensical. You know, sometimes I think the writers just don't care.
Jagged Stone's giving a concert tonight, so I'm giving tickets to the students who demonstrated the greatest effort today.
Ridiculous! Utterly ridiculous!
Why would Bourgeois not choose his own daughter? It's not like favoritism has ever been out of the question for him, and besides, she and Adrian were together all day, so if he gets one, she should too.
This one's for you, Ladybug.
I thought Jagged played the guitar. Not that he's not allowed to play the piano too, it's just weird that he's doing so for what should be a rock concert. Speaking of which, that piano appeared out of nowhere.
Look into the lens. Look into the lens, me. Look into the lens. Look into the lens. Now, look into the lens. 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 Look into the lens! Hey there! Time for your photo shoot.
Who and why is just revving their engine over and over again, but going nowhere? Just leave. Just start the car and leave. Pixelator's picture sound effect. Pixelator's picture sound. It's like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Next time, I assure you it won't be a photo finish.
I photo finish have made a terrible mistake.
Some way to transform.
See you later, alligator.
Thanks, me crocodile.
So you're Ladybug. I've heard such pathetic things about you.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So you're Ladybug.
Why?